everyone, welcome back. Today I'll be showing you how I make okra soup. In Yoruba language it's called ila alasepo. Here I have the pepper mix, I have the assorted meat, I have the blended frozen okra, then I have salt, then I have chicken seasoning, I have palm oil, also I have locust bean and as well as shrimps. So we're just gonna get started, and I want you guys to follow through this video and see how I get to make this okra soup. I'm a fan of ila alasepo. I don't like plain okra and stew. I don't know if it's just me, but then I like it to be mixed together because if you can, why not? So we're going to start by putting our pot on the stove, and then we're going to let it heat up a little bit, and we'll add some palm oil. This palm oil, we're going to give it a bit of like 2-3 minutes, tops 5 minutes for it to heat up as well before we add any other thing into it. Now I'm going to add the locust bean to the hot oil, and I'm going to let it fry. I believe that when I let my locust bean fry, it gives it a different smell and taste, and I love it when I add something to hot oil and it sizzles. So I'm going to let you guys hear how this locust bean is sizzling. Here you go. Going to add the pepper mix, and I would season it and let it fry for about 15 to 20 minutes just because it's raw pepper and I really want it to be well done before I continue in the cooking process. So this is me just giving it a good stir, and it looks so good already. At this point I was tempted. I'm like, should I convert this soup to just fried pepper with rice? But anyways, let's keep going. I'm going to start by adding the chicken seasoning, just regular chicken seasoning. I think this is not sponsored, but anyways. And also I'm going to add salt. I'm not using crazy amount of seasoning with this soup. It's just Maggi and salt, and see me just putting it as much as the spirit leads me. I don't know, it's just hard to kind of measure, but I usually do eyeball my seasoning most of the time. So, and that's it. Now that seasoning has been added to the pepper, I'm giving it a very good mix so that the seasoning is evenly distributed, and so that when it cooks well. At this point I thought to myself, I'm not sure the scotch bonnet that I added is enough, so I decided to add some dry pepper into the pepper mix, which is not a bad idea if I want the soup to be spicy. Here I'm giving the pepper the time it needs to cook. Like I said, 15 minutes, max 20 minutes on medium heat, because we don't want the pepper to be burnt by the time it's time to add the okra. This is me just stirring, making sure that this pepper is doing what it's supposed to do, is not burning, and it looks good. Like I said, I'm still tempted to just have this stew with rice and just call it quit, but no, we have a go. I'm adding water into this pepper mix because I think the pepper is done, and I'm going to let the water also boil for a little bit, and we're getting close. Actually, we're getting close to the finished product of the soup. Before I add in the okra, which is the next step, I want to show you how much water I put into this pot. It's about a quarter or even less. It's not even up to half of the pot because I don't want too much water. I don't want it to be too watery, and also because I'm using frozen okra, I have at the back of my mind that it's frozen. It has a bit of water content that I may not necessarily see in the okra right now. So I'm adding the okra, and I'm just going to give it a good stir as well and let it cook for a little bit. Because it's frozen, I do not want to leave it for too long. Even if it's fresh as well, I don't like to leave okra for too long. So I'm gonna give it a good stir, and we would finish up the last little bit of the soup making. Now that I've given it a good stir, I'm going to go ahead and taste it, make sure it tastes good to what I want it to taste like. And if it doesn't, at this point I would add seasoning and also a little bit of water so it cooks, but I think it tastes good to me, and I'm just gonna keep going in this cooking process. Here comes the fun part where I have the assorted meat. I think I can see goat meat, I can see kidney, I can see liver, I can see gizzard. It just had different kind of meat. That's why it's called assorted meat. And I know because the meat has been pre-cooked, I need to give it a bit of time to cook as well, and I'm gonna cover it up to cook for a little bit. I know I had someone tell me that, I don't know if it's a myth, but then the person said that if you cover an okra soup, it wouldn't be as slimy as it should be. I don't know how far that is true, but I am gonna go ahead and cover it for a little bit, just because my meat was pre-cooked and I really want it to be in the soup as well, because it wasn't cooked with the soup originally, so I want it to be a part of the soup. So I'm going to cover it for a little bit, and then I would show you guys what it looks like as you can see now. It's just bubbly. Obviously it's on medium. It's still, we're not doing anything too crazy because we don't want it to burn, and it's just bubbly and it looks so good already. I'm going to go ahead and add my shrimps, because there were shrimps, they were pre-cooked as well, but I don't want them to cook too much, and that's why I'm adding them last as well. And we're going to give it one final good stir, and to be honest, this okra soup is done. It's ready, and it can be paired with anything that you want to pair it with. I don't think I have a clip of anything that I paired it with, because when you just finish cooking soup and maybe you're hungry, by the time you serve yourself and you eat, you kind of forget that you're supposed to have a clip. And I think that's what happened. That's why I don't have a clip on this one. But I can say that this okra soup was tasty, and I personally enjoyed the soup that I prepared. If you watched till the end, I want to say thank you so much for watching. And if you like okra soup the way I like it, like Ilala soup, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, share with a friend or two, and I will see you some other time.